Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone, and happy to slay. What's happening? What's going on? And welcome to the Rise and Slay Morning Show. I have my shades on today, my special shades that I absolutely love wearing out and about. And I just wanted to wear them just for a little bit of effect this morning. But this is the Rise and Slay Show. I am your host, Rochelle Slay Queen Hemingway, CEO and founder of Slay to Success. Slay to Success helps advise, empowers women professionals and organizations to achieve professional success by focusing on ABCDs: appearance, behaviors, communication skills, and digital presence. This is all in the vein to ensure that you are gaining lucrative opportunities, that you have unstoppable confidence, that you're being unapologetically you. In a world right now where things are just absolutely crazy, okay, and how people want you to show up. So, today, y'all, I have a great conversation that I want to share with you. And hopefully, as you are coming in, that you'll want to talk about as well. So, if you come in and you're streaming in, let me know where you're streaming in from. Okay. And let me give you a shout out because this is a place where I know that we can have a little safe space, if you will, and also, bring a little bit of cheer to anyone else who may be feeling a little bit down and out because there's a lot going on. Okay. And so I'm here to elevate your mindset, to empower you, to ignite your success for wherever you're trying to go. So let me know if you're here so that way I can acknowledge you. So today I'm going to be sharing a secret. Okay. I'm going to take my shades off for just a second. They will be coming back on, okay, in a little bit, but I do need to read my notes that I have today. And so I want to share a secret with you because a lot of times people see me showing up and they're like, well, what's the slay queen doing? What is happening here? And slay means to kill it, to dominate it, and to nail it, to be on point, to impress greatly, to dream big and work hard until you own it. It is also an acronym of life and leadership philosophies that really resonated with me the most, especially in my military career. So all of you should know, or if you're new to my platform, I am a United States Air Force veteran. I served proudly for 30 years. And so I am just grateful that I'm able to have a platform where I can share my experiences. I can give you insight as to how I came to be a personal brand expert. I'm also an image consultant, a professional keynote speaker, an author. I'm doing the most, y'all. I'm doing all the things in this next chapter. So for a long time, I was carrying a secret and a secret about personal branding. I really didn't know what I was doing and how I was doing it until probably about halfway in my military career. And I really started to think about the things or the characteristics that I was bringing to the table. And, others couldn't see it, but there was something that I was hiding. Because when you put yourself out there, you are taking a risk. You're taking a risk on people judging you, criticizing you, pointing out your flaws, making you feel like you're less than, you're not worthy of the position or the role that you're in. I am very much into leadership. All right. I love talking about leadership and helping women professionals as they are going into bigger leadership roles, maybe returning back to the workforce, because the truth is we all have a brand. Okay, we all have a brand. Hi, Purity. How are you? Thank you so much for showing up. Oh, from Nairobi. How do you, Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you so much for showing up, Queen. I love that. Now we're international. Okay, we're international. So hopefully this conversation resonates with you. And please chime in when you hear something that I'm saying that you want to add more to. I would love you to be a part of the conversation. So thank you so much for being here with me live. So, the truth is we all have a brand. We all have a brand. Either we're not acknowledging it or we're not. But our brand is really about the way that we were walking into the room, how we are speaking, the way we present ourselves to the world. And it's the story that we're telling without even saying a word. You know I tell a story without even saying a word. I go into rooms. Most of the times, I'm walking into rooms with the color pink on or some splash of pink somewhere. Okay. And people can't really put their finger on it. And they're kind of like, what's happening here? But I understand where I'm at in my life. I'll be 52 years old on Sunday, y'all. And um, I am unapologetically me. I show up all parts of me. I have funny quirks. I have a funny laugh. I'm a little bit loud. Sometimes a little bit obnoxious. I smile a lot. I when I walk in the room, I'm just like I'm scanning to see who's there. I'm always trying to meet new people. I mean, these are the things about me. Okay, so our brand isn't just about what others see, it's about who we truly are deep, 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 deep down inside. And that real magic happens when that external image aligns with your inner values, your passions, your interests, and most importantly, your purpose. So when you show up in your authentic self, unapologetically with confidence, that's when you become unstoppable. Okay. I realized, again, halfway in my military career, that I was just ramping it up. Okay. I was a strong runner. All right. So again, I work out every day. So this morning, I already got my 60-minute hiking boot camp in on a treadmill. Hopefully, you're moving your body as well. And if you haven't, that you're going to do it later today. People noticed that I was a strong runner. I would do my physical fitness test, and I just get on the track and just let it be. And the youngsters would try to keep up, okay? And they just could not do it. And I realized, okay, I'm a strong runner. I liked my uniform. I was the image of what the military wanted me to be because I'm representing their brand. Okay. Military is a brand, just like any industry that you're working in. How are you representing that particular company, that organization? So I knew full well what I was doing. And I saw people starting to emulate my behaviors. I started seeing people coming to me for mentorship. I started to see, people really inviting me to the rooms that I would not otherwise have an opportunity to be in. So for years, up until like that halfway point, I thought I had to fit into the mold of what everyone else was doing to be who others expected me to be. But I realized that the most powerful brand you can ever have is the one that reflects your true self. No filters, no mask, just me. And this is just you. So the moment you embrace your authenticity, everything changes. Everything around you, your environment, the way that you're showing up, the way that you look at yourself, those opportunities will be flowing, connections will deepen, and finally, you're going to be felt seen, valued, and heard. This is all about, what I do. I support the women professionals who are looking to be seen, felt, and heard, valued regularly, consistently, and not even thinking about, what else they should be. They're coming their true self. So if you've been keeping a secret and hiding behind a brand that doesn't reflect fully who you are, it is time for you to let it go. All right, I'm giving you permission. I'm showing up here and giving you permission to let it go and step into your truth. Step into this world, okay? Because the world doesn't need another version of someone else. There are many copycats. There are people on social media that are I don't know what they're doing. They're displaying a world that is not theirs, Okay. They're taking someone else's and they're not really coming up fully. What do you call that, y'all? Like they're not being true. Okay. It's a lot of fake. And then when you meet these people in person, they are not lining up. All right. So we have to use our discernment and we have to understand we need to show up bold, brilliant, and authentically ourselves. So, how do we do this? All right. I'm just going to give you a few tips today to how you can transform your personal brand from being ordinary or, kind of like everyone else to extraordinary. All right. People want extraordinary. All right. You want to be the only viable option. And when you start to really bring out your personality and it is true to you, so many things start to happen. So, the first thing, all right, we're going to talk about is embracing your uniqueness. Your personal brand is not just a label, it's your superpower. It's really the essence of what makes you truly one of a kind. All right. God made you, all right, much different. You have different fingerprints, you've got different DNA. You are truly one of a kind. And then this world is full of noise and conformity. I lived in a conformed environment for 30 years. All right. And I thought I had to be like everyone else for a very long time. But our uniqueness is our greatest asset. It's the blend of our experiences, of our perspectives, our values, our personality that sets us apart from everyone else. So don't shy away from being different. Okay. Instead, lean into it. Really find out, okay, what do I like? What don't I like? I have a lot of things that I don't like. Okay. And I make that to be known. Um, I don't like cats. I'll just put it out there. I don't like cats. I feel like they're a little bit sneaky. They hide in spaces. They just jump out. I haven't had good experiences with cats, so I just don't, engage in any conversations that deal with cats. That doesn't make me like bad persons or anything. It's just that's my preference. All right. I don't particularly like low intensity exercises like yoga and Pilates, stuff like it is slow and moving. Why? Because I have this energy. I'm a ball of energy. And sometimes I just need that activity, that movement. I understand that it is helpful, but right now in my season where I'm at right now, I I just don't like it. And that's okay. These are all preferences. So I'm leaning into the things that I absolutely do like to do, which is I like dogs. Okay. We're thinking about getting a dog. We'll see. Our son is still like trying to convince us, but I know it'll be my dog. And I do enjoy running still. I do enjoy doing high intensity workouts. So I lean into it and I'm celebrating every aspect of my individuality. So whether you have bold ideas, your quirky sense of style, your unconventional path to success, lean into it because these are the qualities that are going to make you memorable and impactful. When you embrace your authenticity, you send a powerful message to the world. And that message is this is who I am. And I'm proud of it. All right. So, this confidence and self assurance is magnetic. People are drawn to it because they know who they are. They're confident in their own skin and they're unapologetically themselves. And by being true to who we are, we don't just create a brand, we create a movement. Slay to Success is a movement. All right. If you are in my community, you understand when you come, you going to get this kind of energy. Okay. This is shades on. All right. And we're like, hey, we're putting ourselves out here. And this is a movement. I get a lot of DMs, and people are saying, "Hey, keep on slaying until you can't slay no more." That's my tagline, y'all. That's what I leave out on all the time because it's a mindset. All right. And how do we pursue what we want to do? So we got to let go of the pressure to fit into someone else's mold. The world doesn't need another copy. There's too many copies out here. It needs you, okay? The most authentic you. So that's the first thing. Embrace your uniqueness. Don't allow anyone to tell you that you need to tone it down, that you need to go sit in a corner, that you're just too much for wherever you're at, all right? Because that just dampers and dims your light. And I know a lot of us, especially in this community, have a lot of light to shine. So keep on shining, okay? The second thing is we need to align our brand with our values. Align our brand with our values. So, again, our personal brand is more than just a polished image or a catchy tagline. It's a living expression of who we are at our core. So, to build this personal brand that truly resonates and stands the test of time, we're about building legacy. It must be rooted in your deepest values, your passions, and of course, your purpose. And it's a foundation of your brand, all right, that feels most authentic and powerful. So start by taking a step back, all right? So this week, I'm taking a step back and reflecting on even the smallest wins. I was just talking to my accountability partner, Chevy, and we were talking about, what really matters to us. What truly matters to us? What are our core values? Is it integrity, creativity, leadership, maybe compassion? What drives you? What gets you up in the morning? Okay. What infuses your energy and your enthusiasm? All right. So, because we are sometimes doing things that do not light us up, we are just going with whatever is happening, right? And sometimes that's what we have to do. But outside of what we may be doing from a 9 to 5, what are your passions? What are your interests? All right, because you want this to become a powerful force that inspires and motivates others. When we can get up and what we have been called to do, our purpose gives our brand and give our brand meaning and direction. It makes our brand not just about us, but about the difference we want to make in the lives of other people. Y'all, I have I have two shows, right? I have this show, and then I have a show on Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On that show, I bring in so many different people with varying ideas, different lifestyles, and they have different missions. And they're making an impact in the lives of other people. And I absolutely am connected to that because I get here on the show. I don't I don't work, like I used to. All right. I don't have a job per se, but this is what I enjoy to do. I have a business, all right, that is centered around helping. But this right here is my opportunity to share and give back because I love to communicate. All right. And I'm using my platform. And so it's time for us to ensure that every aspect of our external brand aligns with those inner truths that we have. So it's from the way that we dress, all right? Because the way we dress to the way we communicate, our brand should be a seamless extension of who we truly are. This means choosing a wardrobe, okay, that reflects your styles and values. Yes, choosing a wardrobe. So one of the reasons why I went and got my image consultant certification because I've always been intrigued with fashion, always. I had opportunities to get dressed up outside of my military uniform, I would take the opportunity to really find some outfits that were in alignment with where I was going, but they were a little bit different. They were kind of like, "Oh, wow. The where did you find that at?" I liked to ensure that it reflected my styles and my values. So now in this next chapter, that's exactly what I'm doing. All right. I select pieces to convey messages. When I step into a room, I do not have to say anything. Okay. People can already get a sense like, wow, like, who's this girl? Because I want to be consistent with I was living in a world where I was kind of, get into your box, stay in the box. Now I'm out and I'm blooming, I'm blossoming into something else, into a different type of a woman. And I want that to really resonate. All right. And it's all in the way we're communicating and resonating our beliefs and presenting ourselves in a way that is consistent with our purpose. So, people are naturally drawn to authenticity, to individuals who are clear about who they are and what they stand for. And so, when we start to do this is the key to building a personal brand that is not only powerful, but is also fulfilling. When our brand is a true reflection of who we are, we don't just stand out, y'all. We are shining. Okay? We are shining. So that is the second is to align our brand with our values. Okay? So this is all about transforming your personal brand from ordinary to extraordinary. Now, the last thing, okay, is we got to show up with confidence. Okay? I have seen many times where people are shrinking themselves, meaning that they are, not really fully embracing who they are. They're not showcasing their personality. They feel a certain way. They're not carrying themselves upright. They're talking softly, barely even speaking. And that this is not about like, introverts versus extroverts or anything like that. Um, but it's just about how you are certain about speaking your truth. Confidence is the secret ingredient that transforms your personal brand. Confidence is that accessory that we don't necessarily understand for each person how they gain their confidence, but each individual understands and knows what that is for them. So it's the energy you bringing into the room. Think about it. What type of energy you're bringing into the room, the way you're carrying yourself, and the certainty to which you're speaking about it. When you show up with confidence, it's not just about believing in yourself, it's about knowing deep, deep down, like I said, that who you are and what you stand for is enough. Again, it's about understanding who you are and what you stand for, and understanding what you stand for is enough. Confidence is contagious. It's absolutely contagious. And it can radiate from within and it touches everyone around you. When you walk into the room with your head held up high, you're fully aware of your worth and what you're bringing to the table. There's no mistake. You don't have to think about it. All right. It changes the entire dynamic. You can walk into a room where everyone might be in a way, right? Maybe there's people have bad attitudes or they're not quite sure of, what to expect for the day. Maybe they got some bad news, right? We can shift the energy as we get into it and create uh and a different aura. So when we can feel it, all right, and see it, we are naturally drawn to it. This kind of confidence doesn't come from trying to hide what others want us to be. It comes from embracing our authentic self, our flaws, all the things that people say, oh, these are bad characteristics, or you need to change that, or we don't want that to happen here, right? So don't hide behind a version of yourself that you think others want to see. It's tempting to mold and fit in to these environments, all right, that don't make room for you. whether it's in your career, in your social circles, or even on your online presence. But the truth is, when you try to be someone that you're not, you dilute your unique power. You could become just another face in the crowd, y'all, blending in rather than standing out. So when I work with the women professionals that I have an opportunity to work with, I find ways, we find ways, okay, to allow them to stand out and show up as a real you, unapologetically with full confidence with their identity. Because when they show up, you give other people permission to do the same. And the right people, the ones who really appreciate your authenticity and resonate with your values, will naturally gravitate toward you. It just so happens to be that, you know, they will respect you. They will admire you for being genuine, for having the courage to be yourself in a world that often tries to tell us who we should be. So we're trying to create meaningful connections, right? We're trying to build trust. We're trying to have our brand, in alignment with our goals that truly resonates. And confidence isn't about being the loudest person in the room. So let me just put that out there. It's about being the most grounded. It's knowing that your voice matters. It's knowing that your perspective is valuable and that you don't need to conform to anyone else's expectations. Because when we own our own story, because we all have our story, okay, and stand firm in who we are, we're communicating strength, we're communicating resiliency, and we are also communicating integrity. This is really what sets us apart and makes our brand unforgettable. All right. So the next time you're stepping into a meeting or you're making a presentation or you're posting online, do so with the confidence that you are enough, just as you are. Trust and believe that the right opportunities and people will be drawn to you when you show up authentically. Remember, okay, these personal brands are built by those who are brave enough to be themselves. All right. So we got to show up with confidence and watch how our brand begins to resonate in ways that you have never imagined. So I just talked a lot, y'all. Okay. Almost 30 minutes here about how to transform, or little tips, if you will, transform your personal brand from ordinary to extraordinary. Start about first embracing your uniqueness. Okay. You are one of one, you are one of a kind. You were not designed and made like everyone else. Okay. So embrace your uniqueness, your flaws, and all the things. Align your brand with your values. What are your core values? What are your passions? What are your interests? Are you allowing that to be seen to people in your sphere of influence? All right. Don't hide anything that you know that's going to be a positive influence on the people that you have been assigned to. And show up with confidence, y'all. Okay. And confidence is built over time. It doesn't come overnight, it's a skill. So you have to develop confidence, but you can start to do confidence building activities. What is it that you need to do? All right. Again, for me, I work out. That is my starting place. And then I practice. All right. I'm practicing here on a platform speaking because I do a lot of public speaking, and that helps me when I'm on the stage. I build my confidence so that way I can help my women professionals and the way that they want to show up. And so when I'm confident about what I'm doing and what I can bring to the table, it's just a ripple effect. All right. So think about these things on these tips as you go along building your personal brand. And if you need an audit, okay, I do personal brand audit consultations. You can reach out to me at any point and we can sit together, ask a few questions. All right, and be able to create a strategic plan for you. Because what I do know in this world, okay, where everything is fast moving and everything is, like you can get it done, all right, in a matter of seconds, we still have to be true to who we are. And I don't want you to get lost in the sauce. All right. I don't want you to feel like you have to go with what everyone else is doing. Okay. Create something of your own, build something on your own, and don't forget your shades. Okay. So keep on slaying until you can't slay no more. Transform your personal brand from ordinary to extraordinary. And I will see you all next week. Love you. Have an amazing week. Bye bye.
Yeah.